Okay. So, hi, my name is Aspen Wilson, and I will be your counselor today. Just an FYI, I do have to report if you say anything that implies you may harm yourself or others. Um, but that aside, if you continue, that means you're A-okay with that. Alrighty, how can I help you today?
Hi, I am Brittany, and what I am having trouble with right now, I kind of got to start from the beginning, so you have a little backstory. But
Oh, yes.
so my mother passed 9 years ago. Um, she got to see all her kids get married and have kids, but her middle child, which is my brother, is getting married in a few weeks, which she will not be there to see. Uh, but I have been asked to do the mother son dance with my brother. Um, and he shared with me what the song would be. So I'm trying to, it's already going to be a really emotional day. I just think, anyway, just he's getting married. Yay, finally. He's older,
Finally.
like me. However, I'm just I'm trying there's also gonna be a lot of that emotion of who's missing, that should be there that isn't there. And then obviously me getting on a dance floor and dancing with him in her place is kind of a really big one. So I'm trying to process, I guess, those emotions
Mhm.
a little bit. Um, Obviously, it's not like I want to go out there and be stone cold faced, but I don't want to fall apart and make a fool of myself either. So I'm trying to process all that.
So, you spoke that your mother had passed and your brother had yet to be married then. So, considering that she's gone, I mean, perhaps you want to do this in her memory?
I do, and I want to. Not that I want to fill her shoes because I never will be able to, but I
Yes.
definitely want. I want to be strong like she is for him in that
Hmm.
moment because I know it. I know he won't be. I wouldn't be either, but I do want to try to bring that strength of my mom to the day and help him to realize she's there. She might not be there, but she's there. As long as her
Yes.
kids are together, she's there. And as long
Hmm.
as that's all she ever wanted was us to be close and tight knit and stay together and help each other. So that's, I want to honor those wishes for her in the best way
Hmm.
that I can. And I think I'm a little nervous how to
Of
do
course.
that.
So, what do you think your mother would want to do in this situation had she been there?
Oh, I think her advice to me, if she could give it right now, um, would be to enjoy the moment, first of all, um, and take in all of it and not let myself get so swept away in being stressed or nervous about things and just enjoy being with family and loved ones. And
Hmm.
and I know that I am a little, I think that's more of it is nerves of just making sure I can hold it together and be there for him on his big day
Hmm.
the way she would want me to be. So
So, would you say that your main concern here is that you might end up making this about your grief rather than his day?
that's correct. And that's the last thing I want to do. And I don't want it to bring down anyone down. It's it, nothing can change that. It will always have that sadness about it. But at the end of the day, she wants nobody sitting here grieving. This is his day. It's him and Maddie's day. Nobody else, this is a happy day. This is a really joyous day. Whereas you can miss someone and you can remember them in these big moments. I want to make sure it's not bringing anyone down. So I want to say and do the right things that aren't going to do that.
I mean, it's great that you're acknowledging that and that you know that I mean, by absorbing yourself in this grief, you could potentially make it about you. But I think having acknowledged that already is a big step. And honestly, I would say just consider perhaps what you think your mother would want. And you're more than welcome to talk about her. There's nothing wrong with that. You're more than welcome to think that she would have loved certain things. I think you can definitely tell him. I think she'd be very happy for him. And as long as you're not trying to fill her shoes and acknowledge that, I
Yeah.
think you're already very big on focusing about how this is about him. So I doubt you
Okay.
will make it about yourself.
Yeah, I think that's what I was thinking a lot about what I could say. Obviously, I don't need to have a speech or anything. We're going to dance, but on occasion, or at least once, I would like to at least whisper in his ear and say, she's here, she's proud, you know, you're doing amazing, something, and those are
Mhm.
words that I think I'm going to have to play in my head a little bit and find the right ones that I feel will not drag down him, but inspire him to realize that everything he's doing, she would just be so excited and happy and proud of him right now.
Mhm. I mean, if you bring up all the good about her, I don't think this will become a grief occasion. And genuinely, I think he knows that. It's his mother too. He'd be very, very
Yeah.
happy. And I think the fact that he asked you to step in has him realizing that you are the most trustworthy person who can fill in that role and who can perhaps not be who she was, but carry on who she was in the moment. So, what do you think would be, where do you consider that you'd be the most fearful of perhaps overstepping?
I don't know if it'd be overstepping as much because I'm going to try to go with the flow. I think it would be, I am a little nervous. The older I get, the more emotional I get. And I want to not be the one sobbing in a dance. So I'm going to do everything I can to not let that happen. I'm glad he shared the song with me so I can listen to it several times ahead of time. Not so it won't mean anything to me, but maybe so I can at least have it won't be such a shocker, hearing it
Mm-hmm.
for the first time or something like that. So I was very, very glad he shared that song with me so that I can normalize it a little bit and that won't be something that's making me emotional too, on top of everything else. So I think my best thing is to try to find ways to stay strong for him and his moment and take myself out of that and just know that we're here because of everything she gave us and
Mm-hmm. Are you are you concerned that perhaps by hearing that song that that you won't that you only feel the negative to it in the moment? Like the moment you hear it, all of the emotions will coming out, like hit you.
I don't. It's not a song. Well, I was nervous that it was going to be one of those really bad sappy songs, and it's actually not. It's about growing together and then being close to siblings and family, and so I just think it's a lot about our upbringing and how proud he is of the people that got him here, and that alone makes it emotional. I know, but in a different direction than I thought it was going to go, which because it was a mother son song, so I thought it was going to be different, but he really chose it to more reflect him and I's relationship, which I am very thankful for, and so I'm not so nervous there, I guess. It's just a big moment. It's a very big moment in his life. So I'm making sure that I'm prepared and having to really think through it.
I think we're good there, time-wise.
Okay.
But I
Till my
honestly, like,
next counseling session.